Greetings, dear ones, and thank you for the contact this morning. We honor this initiative and this desire to be a channel for information from the other realms and beyond mere sense perception. It is a noble human desire to aspire to be in the heart and to draw in that vibration of information that can be accessed from that soulful channel of light, beyond what the mere intellect can reach for. Imagination is the highest faculty, it is true. And as we sit here today, let us imagine let us be open and soft and pliable. So that we may connect deeply and attune ourselves with each other. It is always valuable to take time each day to open that inner eye, an inner perception, to what lies beyond the mere mortal realm. Take a deep breath in and relax. Notice the spaciousness around the words. Allow the vibration of this transmission to expand your horizon of imagination. Be still and know that I am God. Such a beautiful, simple point of focus to return home to. Now, last time we introduced the concept of the acronym of Lemuria, the 7 pillars that build upon each other, the qualities that we must cultivate if we are to be governed as the children of God, walking this land in peace from the inside out. What sort of person must we become? What seeds must we plant in that garden? To be someone who is wholehearted. And that first pillar begins with the foundation of love. Love is a broad term that has been used in many different ways. We reach and try and offer the deepest quality of it. As a point of focus. Love is an orientation. The central pole that we plant in the ground and build the rest of our lives upon. When it boils down to it, the choice is quite simple. The vibration of love or the vibration of fear. Fear arises from a point of separation, from the idea, the notion of what it is to experience ourselves as separated from the whole. The I point of focus that we have spoken of before. And there is a certain reality that is created when we imagine and dream and build our world from that standpoint of I. Everything revolves around I. Governed by movements of manipulation and control, designed to alleviate our fears and to provide us with safety and survival in a fragmented world. To begin the journey home, that point of view must be released. And we have spoken of this before as a great leap of faith, a great stretching. Out of that space and into the heart and into the vibration of love. It doesn't happen by chance in this world. It does require discipline and effort. It is a great initiative. Because the force of gravity is strong. And there is a great compulsion, the momentum of the past, the longing to perpetuate a world that is being created from a point of separation. And what is it going to take to stop that train of momentum, the karmic momentum, the ancestral momentum, the conditioning that gets passed on from generation to generation, the education, the upbringing, is all geared around that point of view. And even much of what is called spirituality today remains geared around the language of separation and fear. All boils down to one question: how can I improve my experience, my life? How can I make myself feel safe? I, me, and mine. Whether you use religious principles, spiritual principles, capitalist principles, authoritarian principles, to direct that mission, it does feel all-pervading on this earth. We honor and recognize the difficulty to say no and to choose love, to choose the heart, and to just press against that door that opens ever so gently and offers a glimpse of a different landscape. This first pillar is the hardest. To cultivate. And it cannot be done from the outside in. You cannot just untangle yourself thread by thread and hope that it will somehow lead you back to the land of love, to the land of home, absolute safety, full prosperity and abundance, peace, joy. Because if you're peeling back the layers and trying to just untangle You are still operating from the point of view of the I, doing the work, the great self-help movement. I am on a healing journey. I am on a manifestation journey. I, all the way. That is only going to lead one to a place of entanglement and enmeshment. Love is not reached when loose ends are tied up. Love is the beginning. This great leap of imagination. And one must be patient with oneself in that process. Because as you peek through that door, one will come against great resistance, force of habits, momentums, conditioning still to play out. And that is the journey. A little bit each day. Even just to get a peek is enough. Because once one has peeked through that door, one cannot, in all honesty, retreat back into the landscape of fear and be totally lost in it ever again. It's impossible. Once you've got a taste of love, it can never leave you, can never be forgotten. It stirs up this yearning for more and more of it. This toing and froing between worlds. The heart is a mysterious place, subtle, it can be easily missed. Within a busy mind, that is off its leash, absorbed within this realm and this world, its addictions and its seductions. And there is a great compulsion right now in the community of best intentioned people on this planet to get absorbed in that narrative of fear, to get triggered by it, to lose one's center. The great trick of this modern age the great test, as this channel of fear is pumped at great will. Do not worry yourself by who is pumping that information forth, who is driving the train of momentum. That is not the question that is going to lead you home. Do not try and stop the train, dear one. Do not, in your own I focus, think that I have the power to save the world, to turn this whole thing around. Do not meddle, please, dear one. We have great sympathy when you do it, we do. This great tendency to see the ripples in your environment and to think that if only these ripples were calmed, then I would be able to love. Then I would be able to find my way home again. The ripples won't stop like that, dear one. Shift your perception. Know who you are. Come home now. That is our invitation. Come home now. Come into your heart. Come into love. The direct path. The simple path. The subtle path. Just take your focus off those ripples, dear one. And create that space for love to blossom. As your birthright. When you know who you are, when you know this, truly, when you have this foundation firmly rooted, it cannot be easily disturbed. By the dancing circus around us on this earth. A point of detachment emerges from it. Thank you for the contact today. Next time we will take the next step forward from this land of love, from this vibration of love, from the heart of love. And let us see what can be created. When one walks this land, orientated on that ground of reality. Until then, blessed be.